I've been just training 6 days a week, squeezing as much training as possible I can get in, that's all really. Like, it's quite important because I know Andy's getting watched and things like that, and this could be my break if I win the fight. I'm going to push as hard as I can for the knockout because obviously that's where I'm strongest. And, but I've been training on the ground as well because I know that's where Andy's strong point is, so I'm looking forward to the fight. And I wouldn't mind getting kicked up, obviously, like everyone else, but you just got to see how it goes. You know what I mean? People are there at the right time, I suppose. Things can happen, can't they? But just take each fight as they come, really.
Presenting King American MMA, Redfern.
Redfern from Kirk Mountain in County Durham, 18 years old, 5 foot 10 inches tall. His semi-pro mixed martial arts record is 1-2. This is his pro debut. His discipline is boxing and mixed martial arts. In his corner, Kurt Warburton, just signed for the UFC, and Andrew Country.
And his opponent, weighing in 77.1 kilos, representing Jarrow heavy hitters, Langley.
Langley from Jarrow, 23 years old, 6 foot tall, mixed martial arts record 5-2, pro record 2-0. His discipline is boxing and mixed martial arts.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a pro welterweight free 5-minute round bout, sponsored by Jason Wilson Roofing. Introducing first, in the blue corner, weighing in 79.1 kilos, representing King American MMA, Redfern. His opponent in the red corner, weighing in at 77.1 kilos, representing Jarrow heavy hitters, Langley. Your referee for this bout is Spider Neilhall.
Well, Michael, both these fighters do like to stand and trade and punch. You know, they both are from very strong boxing backgrounds, even though they all are rounders. This, well, don't blink. You know, who knows? But this really could be a war.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at Langley getting ready there. He looks absolutely, you know, seethed and ready to go. So this should be very interesting to see how this starts.
Whoa.
Whoa. Good strikes from both fighters here.
Yes, very good strikes. At the moment, jockeying for position. Redfern got Langley pinned against the fence. But you can see, Michael, both these fighters are very strong. Redfern picked him up without him bending his knees. That is raw power.
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite surprised to see how strong Redfern is. But you know, both guys, you know, they're really up for this. It's an excellent fight so far.
Good right bail throw by Langley. Ends on top. Redfern used the cage very well. Well, at the moment, Michael, they're both trying to better the positions. Well, Michael, I mean, this is when, literally, you get a good throw, good pin, round and pound with your elbows and fists. You know, this is when you really can cause damage.
Yeah, that's right, and that's obviously, it's so much different between same pro and pro. Obviously, this is kind of Redfern's first pro fight, but he seems very relaxed, isn't he? Confident there.
Well, he trains from a very strong camp. You know, with John Close, Tim Close, Gareth Pugh, you know, Davy Park. I mean, it's a very strong camp. This looks a very good match. Both of them holding the position. And both seem very game, Michael.
Yeah, and you're just watching Langley's body language. He's waiting to throw a big right, isn't he? But Redfern's so, you know, nimble on his feet, he's not giving him the chance to. Once again, I mean, I remember what you said earlier on. Not many of the fighters will throw straight punches, will they? They'll throw a lot of hooks.
Yeah, I mean, if you throw straight punches and you come in, then you go into your dirty boxing. If you throw long hooks, a grappler can see it coming. You know, they can shoot in. They've got a lot more options. You know, to me, distance, throw your straight punches. When you're getting close, you're throwing your hooks and your uppercuts. That doesn't mean to say that a long hook doesn't work. It's just, it's telegraphs for a grappler.
That's correct, yeah.
Well, at the moment, Langley on top in the half guard of Redfern. Surprised you're not dropping elbows down here, Michael.
That's it. I mean, in pro, you've got to take a chance because you never know. You know, in a split second, you could be the one on the bottom, and your opponent, I bet your opponent's going to do that to you. So, you know, you've got to take a chance.
Yes, Redfern did take his fight on short notice, but I've been told that he has been practicing these pro rules. Langley now on the mount. Redfern was very careful here. You're using the fence again very well, Michael.
Oh, that was excellent. What you were saying before about him taking the fight short notice, the difference is Redfern is a fighter, and you know, that makes all the difference, doesn't it? They're always ready to fight. He'll be training all the time. You know, I think he enjoys fighting, and, you know, at the moment, he doesn't look outclassed at all. He looks very close and matched.
Well, I think some fighters are so concerned with their fight record, you know, that it can get in the way of their judgment, Michael.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, you see these two fighters, they'll fight anybody, anywhere, a bit like Tank Abbott, you know, in the old days, and sometimes that's what you want to see.
That's it, but I mean, you are seeing more and more, you know, fighters becoming, you know, a bit prima donnas, aren't they? You know, it's getting a bit silly, but it's refreshing to see two, you know, warriors going at it.
At the moment, they're tying each other up. Good decision by Neil Hall. Whoa. Excellent scooping throw by Langley.
I mean, really, I would say at the moment Langley is controlling the fight on the ground. I mean, would you agree with that, Peter? Or?
Yes, he does seem a bit more comfortable. Standing, it is very close. Well, that's the end of the first round. Yeah, very close fight. So Kurt Warburton, Andrew Punchin in Redfern's corner. Obviously giving them very good advice. At the moment, Michael, it could go either way, couldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. As I say, with Redfern, you know, he's seemed to take the pro fight game quite easily. The one thing I would say about Langley is when he's been in top positions, he needs to throw more elbows, you know, devastating elbows, you know, it's to get cuts and things like that, isn't it, to finish a fight?
An elbow you can drop from 1 or 2 inches, and that could finish the fight. A punch, if you drop from 1 or 2 inches, is not really going to do any damage.
That's what I would expect, yes.
You know, so elbows, I haven't seen anybody throw elbows yet. Because obviously you can do it standing and on the ground.
That's a devastating strike, isn't it, the elbow?
Out to. Both sides each other up again, waiting for the big one. Well, they're both saying not scared to throw to let the hands go, Michael.
No, that's right, they're both here to fight.
Whoa. Very good throw. Again, Langley lands on top. If it does go the distance, you know, this is what can catch the judge's eye, Michael.
Yeah,
especially
definitely.
if it's very close.
It's a more dominant position, isn't it? That's what they look for. Once again, though, Langley's in the position. I'm surprised, as you're saying, he's not dropping the elbow from like sort of 1 inch, you know?
Yeah. Grab his shoulder and literally just drop that elbow down. This is where Redfern's got to be careful. If Langley can keep him flat, Redfern is covering up very well, but there's no point just doing that. You can see the referee having a look.
That's right, I mean, he is evading some of them, but a lot of them are getting through as well.
You know, you've got to show that you're trying to get out, you know, not just covering up. These are telling blows, these. Langley really, in the second round, Michael, opened up a gap here, isn't he?
He is, yeah. I mean, what we were saying the first round about the class, maybe the class is just starting to show a little bit. You know, Langley, obviously 2-0 as a pro, he's a very tough lad. And I would say he's really dominating this round. You know, Redfern, if I was Redfern now, I'd be trying to obviously get out, obviously get from this position, you know, get stand it back up, because Redfern looks a lot more evenly matched standing up.
Whoa.
That's over.
Well, Michael, that's why we've got the referees there. Doesn't matter what we think, you know, we're 10 foot, 12 foot away from the action. Well done to both fighters. Redfern should not be disappointed with that performance. Just couldn't get Langley off the mat, Michael.
Fighters to the centre, please. Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 57 seconds of round 2, by way of timeout, your winner in the red corner, Mr. Graham Langley. Let's hear his opponent, Mr. Kyle Redfern.